All right, you all. What's up? What's up, you all? I know it is late. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I know it is late, and I'm gonna be toe up tomorrow. But I have watched Claudia Jordan, Conscience TV, the Storm Monroe situation, and I'm let me say this: Funky Dineva is not always right, ain't perfect. But I'm gonna go with Funky Dineva on this. It seemed like Funky Dineva tried to take the high road, and I done heard a few digs, primarily from Claudia. Claudia, you saying the man can audition again? That was shady. That was shady. That was shady. I didn't watch the Golden Globes, but that was shady. And then trying to say that Funky Dineva is not Taraji P. Henson. I don't think Funky Dineva ever said he was Taraji P. Henson. Let me say this. I have a big problem with some of these people. Now, again, Funky Dineva is not perfect. I think the Flame Monroe stuff was a dig at Funky Dineva. But Flame, you know what? Controversy sells, messiness sells. And again, you see Claudia on certain people's channels. Michelle has come out, baby. It is just a whole lot of stuff going on. So let me say this. Funky Dineva pretty much came on and just told his truth that they didn't offer him enough money. Instead of doing a year contract, he chose to do a 6-month contract, and it didn't work out. Funky Dineva also said that I have made more money on YouTube. Why should I be on Fox Soul making less money than I'm making on YouTube? Just because you are making me work more so I can make this money up ain't no good. Why don't y'all just pay me more? And the thing that got me with Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva is saying that y'all ain't even keeping me at the same pay rate. Y'all are taking money out of my money, of my check. And I'm just like, yeah, that makes perfectly good sense. It makes perfectly good sense. And so, you know, the thing about Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva has had a platform. And let me and I understand why now things are happening like they're happening. I don't think Funky Dineva is losing it, because how can you lose something and you making less? And Funky Dineva was saying, by the time I pay my folk my taxes, that money ain't adding up. And so I don't think he's trying to be Taraji P. Henson, but I think he does have an argument like Taraji P. Henson. Stop using black people for their talent and not pay them what they're worth. And I think that's what Funky Dineva is saying. And it did not make sense economically for him to do that. And it seems like Claudia is more mad because he did a 6-month contract. I mean, you and Al did that year contract. Now, this is what gets me. I'm just surprised that you and Al did that contract. Here, Al is a whole damn lawyer and all of this stuff. It's just crazy. And I mean, my thing is, you all have gotten those ratings. People are watching Fox Soul. They're watching the show. And y'all couldn't come up with no more money. It just doesn't make sense. And so Funky Dineva is saying, well, I go on my own platform. And let me tell y'all something now. Y'all could bring Flame Monroe in. You know, and I'm looking at Michelle over there. And she's just happy. But let me say this. If Funky Dineva is like a Florida somebody that I know, baby, he gonna fight and he gonna come up. And he's gonna come up. Now, let me tell y'all something. Claudia Jordan, I think you're messy. I really think you're messy because you've said some things. And Funky Dineva said a few things that, kind of tips me off that you say things about people and you ain't all right within yourself because, you do some things. Now, a lot of women are happy that Funky Dineva is gone because they just didn't like the show. And that, hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you what, if you got a problem with Funky Dineva, you definitely gonna have a problem with Flame Monroe because Flame Monroe is going to really tick off people in the community. I don't see it as a winning situation for anybody. But I think that Funky Dineva did the right thing. Stop letting these people cheat you out of money. Stop letting them act like, oh, we gonna work you more so you can make money, but yet you done took money out my paycheck. That don't make no sense to me. And Funky Dineva had to do the math, and it's like, hell, for what you all do, I mean, for this week, if I work that hard, I make much, much more money. So let me say this. Let me say this. Don't get mad at Funky because Funky chose to do a 6-month contract. Now, what really made it really nasty? Now, Claudia, I want you to know that nastiness don't pay off, baby. I'm gonna say this: it don't pay to be petty and nasty. Now, Funky Dineva tried to lead a show dignified. He spoke his truth. He thanked people. He said that y'all chemistry was great, and he didn't say anything derogatory about the show. But here you are doing these little interviews and shooting and you was really shady on the slick tip. And then to get Flame Monroe, again, the industry always try to mess with people. But let me tell you what, and this is what happens when you try to do bad to somebody who ain't did you nothing. Funky Dineva was on at 8. Fox was on at 8. And T.S. Matters was on. And Baby Funky Dineva led the whole thing with 14,000 folk. And Funky Dineva is pretty much telling you all, I don't need y'all hoes. I don't need y'all at all. At the end of the day, I had a platform before I came, and Funky Dineva made it do it. Let me tell you something. Funky Dineva went to old style because when I saw that wig, I'm like, is this an old clip? I'm like, baby, it brought me back to my hair is laid like, okay, that's what it was giving me. And Funky Dineva's gonna win. And Michelle, you can sit there and hate, but he's gonna win. He already has an audience with the Fox Soul folk, which you ain't gonna ever get. And he has an audience. And people, and let me say this, by the mere fact that them people didn't want to pay him, I'm gonna go watch his show. Because it's the power that be. Claudia ain't have no power, Al didn't have no power. Fucking Dineva took matters in his own hands. He said it wasn't making no sense to him, and that's it. Now let me see what Keena said. Claudia should know about Petty and nasty because of the way Ricky Smiley did her. Clearly, she didn't learn. Well, let me say this though: the difference between her and Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva had a platform already, and so Claudia, I think you were being a little nasty. I heard the little shade. He can try out again. Well, he don't need to try it again. And then for you to come up and say that you're no Taraji P. Henson, I don't think Funky Dineva is saying he's a Taraji P. Henson because he is Funky Dineva. But what he is saying is that y'all are sitting there working like dogs, and so if they make y'all if y'all work more, then they're gonna bring your salary down less. So if you working a whole 7 days, then your salary gonna be less because they figure out you making more by working more. See, again, you're working harder and not smarter. And my thing is, if you all were really doing good, they should have been offering you all more money. Now, y'all don't see nobody on Friends. Them people on Friends was leaving with $1 million contracts. The people on Friends was making $1 million, all of that money. Nobody was taking money away from Friends. But yet, here you all go, the black folk, and don't get me wrong, Fox Soul is not a Friends, but it's on TV, and the ratings were doing well. And you should have been. I mean, you can demand more of people when you give them more. But why you think people gonna do their best? They working more and you paying them less. That don't make no sense. I'm gonna pay you less and work you more, and I want you to just be all good about that. You know? So I'm with Funky Dineva on this. I'm not saying that he's perfect. I'm not saying that he does everything right, but the man is not a dummy. The man is not a dummy. And I don't blame him. And it just didn't work. He tried to leave on the high road. It seems like a lot of people trying to be a little shady on the slick tip, and he caught the little shade, and that's it. And I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know. I don't know. I wish the best for Fox Soul. I hope it work out with Flame Monroe, but I don't know. I think a lot of people are pissed off because again, Funky Dineva tried to leave right, and here you throwing shades and throwing little subliminals and darts, and he done called him, and now he's speaking out about it. And the real tea is you coming against Funky Dineva. You should be coming against the producers at Fox Soul who lowballing y'all and making y'all work more to get paid less. Mademoiselle Pierre, and let me tell y'all something. I'm not gonna fight over this mess. See, the real deal is not if Funky Dineva likes Flame Monroe or not. I give two shakes and a cat's ass if he likes Flame Monroe or not, or Flame likes him. That's not the real issue right there. Again, they got to work that out. They got to work that out. I am really not that serious about Claudia throwing shade. I'm not. I'm not. But the thing that gets me with Claudia is um saying that he's not a Taraji P. Henson. That bothers me because you think it's okay to work on this show as long as you all did. And I'm talking about the people who are in charge of the budgets and the money. So if I said producers, forgive me, but the people who are in charge of the budgets and the money. So you mean to tell me that you all been on this show, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all work together well as a group, okay? These people come to you all and say we don't have no more money in the budget, but yet y'all getting these ratings, and they cut your pay and tell you to work more. And it seems like Claudia is more upset that Funky Dineva signed the 6-month contract instead of a year. And again, that's his personal choice. That's how he negotiates. But I'm with Funky Dineva. If I've been doing my thing on my own without all of this stuff and all of these people, and I can do production in 25 minutes and make a whole buku boatload of money, screw Fox. And see, YouTube has evened the playing field that people can make some money. However, we got to even be careful with these YouTube people because, again, we'll be just like Fox Soul. But I see what fucking Dineva is saying. And see, when you can leverage yourself like that, you can say, screw Fox Soul. Because let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, YouTubers, this is why I think it's so important. You get paid by your commercials. See, people get all about these numbers and stuff. Now, I'm more concerned about the replays and who's watching. Because again, it's the commercials. So all I'm saying is I'm more concerned about them really not paying these people. And Fox Soul may not be on the level of a Taraji production, but they still going through the same mess. And I don't think people get that. And I don't think that Claudia gets that, because he is saying what was done to him. And it's so similar to what Taraji was saying that he don't have to be. He's Funky Dineva on Fox Soul, and this is what Fox Soul is doing. So if Taraji P. Henson is going through this at the level she is, then like hell, what Fox is gonna do with you as well. Because they're already trying to cut every corner. Ooh, y'all, I just, you know, black people are just treated like step it fetches. And you should be happy that you on TV. You should be happy, and that's how a lot of our entertainers have lost money, because all they want to do is be on TV and be famous, but not realizing that people are making money off of you. All you care about is a car and stuff and everything, and they give you a little car, but they making millions, and they give you a car, and then at the end of the day, once everything is over with, you broke, and they made millions and billions off of you. And I think that's the real deal. Let me see what y'all saying. She's upset because she knows the end is near now that he's gone and carried the show. Well, Flame Monroe can do it. I guess they think Flame Monroe gonna do everything. So we gonna see what we gonna do. Mm-hmm. I understand. Not only women, but men. And I think women get it. I definitely think black women get it. But right now you got two men, a gay man. I don't know what Al is calling himself. I don't know. But anyway. And then you got Claudia. And the show act like that they ain't doing nothing. And that's what people come to see. People come and see their show. If anything, I know about Funky Dineva, Claudia, and Al over anybody on Fox Soul. Keep it moving. Yep. Yeah, but see what I'm saying? And so for Claudia Jordan to even come out of her mouth to say certain things, I'm like, now Claudia, you need to chill out. Don't get me wrong. Funky Dineva can be a loose cannon at times, but that loose cannon has helped that show maintain. And Funky Dineva, truth be told and quiet be kept, brought a lot of YouTubers over there to your spot. But I'm gonna tell you what, Funky Dineva proved his power on today by going on at 8 o'clock with that old nasty piece of Nessa wig on. And baby, he did that. 14,000 folk was up in there. And again, T.S. Madison was on. I don't know why Madison in the morning was on in the evening. That ain't none of my business, but she was on. And then the Fox people was on. And Funky Dineva pulled that, saying that, you know what, my numbers are speaking. And that's what it is. The numbers are definitely speaking. And I think Funky gonna be all right. Because Funky was all right before he even got to Fox Soul. So that's my thoughts. But I had to mention that because everybody like, oh, I think Funky Dineva losing it. Well, how can you lose something when they ain't paying you what you need to be paid? And Funky Dineva said, I can make more money going over here on my YouTube channel than Fox. So how is he becoming unhinged? Funky Dineva has gotten a whole look over. People who never known him now know him, and they'll go over just to follow him. Period. And Funky Dineva is right. Why am I going to neglect my YouTube channel to build your YouTube channel up, but yet I got restrictions on what I can say and do, and then y'all gonna pay me dirt? Well, I could go on my own platform and make all the money that I want, and I don't have to answer to y'all, and I can say what the hell I want to. Mm, let me say this. Let me say this to you all. Funky Dineva gonna be okay. And who knows, somebody might want to pick Funky Dineva up because they like what they saw on Fox. So all I'm telling y'all is Funky Dineva is going to be okay because Funky Dineva, he said the math wasn't adding up, and he said he made more money on YouTube. And if he worked on YouTube, what he did, like he did on Fox Soul, then he gonna make even more money, which I believe him. He will definitely be on okay on his own platform. He's gonna definitely be okay. And again, when I was telling people how much people make on YouTube, folk was looking at us like I was crazy. No, 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 no. I'm telling you, you can make good money off of YouTube. And we don't even have big platforms. So could you imagine somebody with a platform of 200 to 300,000 people? Funky Dineva made his money tonight. Funky Dineva probably made more tonight than he probably made on Fox Soul, because 14,000 people, and we not even counting the replays. We're not even counting the replays. So congratulations to you, Funky Dineva. Kudos to you. I know you got some haters and some detractors out there. I know some folk don't really like you, and that's okay. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Just work your business. But all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna agree with you. Why sign a contract for a year and they paying you like that and y'all working more? And again, that's what they was trying to do, make you pour into their mess to make them successful while you neglecting your own stuff. And I don't blame you. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. And you know, Funky Dineva was trying to keep it cool. I went over there and listened. I'm like, oh, that was nice what he was saying. And he just said, you know, what happened, that math wasn't adding up, but he thanked all the people, and it was just nice that people had chemistry. And then the next thing you know, somebody talking about something they can try out. And then they saying that he ain't no Taraji P. Henson. And they all on other people's platforms just being messy. I'm like, girl, you being messy. You're really being messy. And of course, the only reason why they bringing Storm Monroe up, and the only reason why they're making such a big squawk about Storm Monroe, because they know that Funky Dineva and Flame Monroe, not Storm Monroe, Lord help me Jesus, but Flame Monroe rather. They know Flame Monroe and Funky Dineva don't get along. So yeah, bring the op on. Bring the op on because it's gonna bring more eyes, because they know it's gonna bring some drama, and they know drama brings eyes to the television show. Come on, we ain't dumb. We know how it works. So again, the Flame Monroe thing to me is a smoke screen. Even the Claudia Jordan thing, with the exception of you ain't no Taraji P. Henson, is a smoke screen from Fox low paying these people. Now let me say this: if Flame Monroe comes in with a contract higher than Al and a contract higher than Claudia, baby, you all hell would break loose. All hell would break loose. Hey, I'm Shay Breezy. So go ahead, Funky Dineva. I'm with Funky Dineva on this. And again, from what information that I have gathered from what I've seen now, yeah. And Funky Dineva said he wasn't trying to be no diva and had no diva moment. He just said the people weren't paying him. And why? Y'all, come on now. What? Now, I want y'all to be realistic. I want you all to be realistic. You're on a job, and your job is paying you $30 an hour, and you work 4 days a week. But then they say, well, we're going to work you 5 days a week, but we're going to give you uh, uh, $28 an hour. So we gonna give you $28 an hour, but yet we gonna let you work on Fridays and some Saturdays if you want to. Boo, I don't want that. I don't want that. Absolutely not. Because first of all, I don't want to work all them days. So you're saying you giving me more time to work. So you gonna work me like a dog, no work-life balance, and then gonna cut my pay. Now, what would you be saying on a job? You'll be looking for a new job. No, baby, Flame is a she, we, he, or she, he, we. Flame seems like, she gonna go with what she needs to go with because she gonna do that for the coin. And Flame is all for the publicity. Any publicity is better than none. She gonna step right on in there, and she gonna be real messy. And again, we gonna see because they know that they got to get somebody controversial to fill in that slot. They can't put no person who don't have no big personality in that slot. They know that. Come on, Shay Breezy. That's what I'm saying. So again, I'm not getting ready to get here and criticize Funky Dineva and everything. Funky Dineva was right. They want to cut the pay and workers more, and I'm not with that. No, young MIA. Sometimes you gotta go when you gotta go. Baby, you got to go when you got to go because again, people need to know that they need to value folk, and these people don't be valuing black talent. Again, they want all our talent. They like her, but then just like Viola Davis said, you calling me Meryl Streep, like, but yet you ain't paying me like Meryl Streep, or I got to fight to get this, and so on and so forth. And then to hear Taraji tell the people that they had to fight over to get food, they had all of them people in one damn dressing room. I mean, that made no sense at all. And then people want to say, "Ooh, Taraji thinks she's just too good to be driving." Well, Taraji don't need to be driving. First of all, it is an insurance liability. Somebody could see her easily and say, "Ooh, that's Taraji P. Henson," and try to run her down. I mean, there's a lot of things, and again, certain things you should have in place. So I'm y'all, and let me tell y'all something. If you all let me let y'all know this. Let me let y'all know this. If you all think that this is okay with Frankie Dineva, then that means that you okay with them doing this on your job. Because if you're not okay with somebody telling you got to work more, but I'm going to give you a demotion in pay, I'm going to decrease your pay instead of increasing it, but I'm gonna give you more work hours, y'all be ready to quit. Y'all be cussing and y'all be doing the most. So don't sit up there and criticize Funky Dineva for something that you wouldn't do. See, that's what I'm trying to get to. So don't say, "Oh no, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong." So those are my thoughts on that. Anybody got some thoughts on it? I'm gonna drop the link down for a real quick minute. Anybody got some thoughts on this? I'm just going with Funky Dineva on this, and I know he got some haters and detractors, but really at the end of the day, that's not even that, because people can say, "Oh, he got fired, he got let go," but you know what? If he got let go because of principles and he only did a 6-month contract and they didn't renew it, bravo. I mean, that's really good. You can't hold that man down for doing what he needed to do for himself. I mean, telling him to stay while people exploit his talent and do what they want to do, that's worse. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Ooh, that just bugs me. And then people don't see the bigger picture. And again, we so busy focused on Flame Monroe and oh this and the shade and all of this, that we don't even see that the big picture is this income inequality, and how Fox is doing these folks on these shows and not paying them enough. I mean, took money down. I mean, they took a decrease. A decrease. That's what got me. And the only thing that bothers me besides that is Claudia trying to say that you're no Taraji P. Henson. I'm like, baby, don't go there. Don't go there. Because y'all all in the same boat. Let me say this, young MIA, I think he did the right thing. I think that 6 month contract was really good, so he can renegotiate because he wasn't too happy with it in the first place. And maybe he thought that they would see his value and so on and so forth. But the bottom line is they always trying to nickel and dime some people. And you know what? I don't think it's about the contract. I just think it's about the people who do what they got to do. He could have asked us, come on now, come on, young MIA. You know, if you again, if you got Taraji, if you have Viola Davis and all of those people with these ages and they still not trying to budge because they see black people as less than or they so stupid that they're gonna take what we gonna give them. It doesn't matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say because you act like, oh, but you got A-listers going through the same thing. So you know they don't give a damn about the A-listers like hell they give a damn about somebody who own an old Fox Soul. And not to say that Fox Soul ain't that, but you know Fox Soul, come on now. It's Fox Soul. And I'm not saying to take away from Fox Soul, but I'm just saying if A-listers got to go through this, then you can tell what this. Come on, come on, young in my age, don't even go, Well, anyway, I think he did the right thing. They 1099s anyhow, so there's no probation anyhow. It's no probation. It's no probation. It ain't like they get health insurance and so on and so forth. And see, that's what you got to understand too. These people are 1099. So not only does Q have to pay for his health insurance if something happens to him, so he can go to the hospital and you know be seen. So he got to pay his, but he got to pay mortgage. He got to pay all of this stuff, and then you got to realize he got to pay the few people that he may have on staff and the people who work with him. He may pay the agent. The agent may take 10% of his money. So again, you're right. He is. There's no probation with people who are 1099. They just work. They just work. And I don't think people understand that. You think people making all this money, but that's why Q was saying, I'll make more money on YouTube. And I should be focusing on my YouTube job because obviously I'm making more from that. And I don't have to work as hard. And I don't have to divvy out all of this damn money. So I disagree with you on that. I absolutely disagree with you on that. I don't agree with that. Y'all act like he getting health insurance and okay, okay. Yeah, but probably he probably wait for the 16th to get his health insurance straight too. On the 16th with the HCA. Okay, he probably on Obamacare. I mean, I wish you could negotiate some insurance. Baby, she said Cobra. Okay. She said Cobra. All right, that's what people don't understand. I mean, they give you a contract. That contract is saying how many shows you gonna work and for your money. And don't forget, they got to take the taxes out of it. Okay, they got to take the taxes out of it. Then you got to pay your insurance because you got insurance. I'm sure Q ain't walking around here without no insurance. Then you got that agent, like he said. I mean, it's a lot of stuff you guys to do. I mean, he may be making some money, but y'all act like he really balling. He may be all right, but don't you know, y'all look. I don't know if Dineva is on COVID. I don't know if he on Cobra. I don't know if he got the Obamacare. I don't know what he have, but I know that didn't probably come into the contract. Let me say this: those people who do these shows are trying to make more money for them as possible, and anything that means they got to come out the pocket, then yeah. Well, it was either 6 months or a year. I don't think it's a 7 months. It's 6 months or a year. And they said they should serve a year. And I don't think Funky Dineva is hurting because I think he's gonna go right back and start doing his vlogs and be perfectly fine. I just think that's what he gonna do. And now he got that Rolodex that he can call people to bring on the show. He got the housewives and he got the Huntsville women. So a lot of people come on the show. And I'm sure he's made some contacts. So that's what I think that's gonna happen. So look, I think Funky Dineva did the right thing. Anybody else before I leave out of here? I told you I wasn't gonna stay on here long. Anybody else going once? Well, no. Young MIA, come on, young MIA. Well, if that's the case, then people wouldn't be trying to take advantage of them. I mean, you see what happened to Fantasia. She did it because it was a passion, and then she was broke. Now Fantasia will not do it for passion no more. I mean, that idol contract these people sign is a mess. No. What I see are untalented people taking advantage of talented people. That's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see. So I don't believe that. So well, anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Peace and love. Y'all take care.